Hey, good morning to everybody. Look at this. That is spinach. That is spinach. It's called agaru. It's gone through my whole garden. I'm in the process of harvesting it. Usually at about this stage, it'll get little berries on it. And since this is the main branch, I'll cut this branch off over here. This one right here has gone that far. So I can't cut that one off. I'll trace these guys back. I just pulled them out of the hibiscus, and I'm over here trying to save another plant. I got into a really bad accident. I fell opening the gate for the police because my daughter was kicking the wall in the hallway, and I fell from here, there's the gate, to over here, and my face landed right there where my toe is. I'm not putting my fingers in anything anymore. They love putting my hand in the middle of everything. I'm not worrying about it. I've wanted bales of hay all along here because you can sprinkle soil on top of it and grow your plants. You don't even have to use soil. And that was my goal around this edge. I also came out today. Look at how happy the turmeric is. I gotta get in there. I'm in the process of cutting back this flowering plant. I use this flowering plant because certain molds are attracted to it. It's called preferred planting. And some of these baby ones, I'm going to pull them out. And I got some new ones coming up over here. And my son-in-law didn't dig this out well enough, so I was going to plant this whole area. I also have a weird bug over here I've had to eradicate. I put them all down inside of there. You want to see what they look like? That's what their larvae look like. And I don't know why the light's not shining. So instead of, I'm just going to cut off the plant. Then I have this here, this extra piece of canvas. That's all I could find real fast. Put it over top of this. So I've been cutting off the ones that have berries on them and putting them over there. And I gotta dig out the sunflowers. They molded. It's a little bit hard to talk. Satan's trying to stop all of us that are truthers and believers and in hope and in good. And I just want you to know that Jesus never gave up. He gave his life so that we could have eternal life. The best we can do is not give up and try and do our best and grow food. Ooh, look at that. Some kind of weird thing floating around there. Do you see it? I think it's some kind of spider mite. Anyway, I'm super busy. My sunglasses disappeared. I have no idea where they went. And this, ooh, look at it. The lemon balm is doing well. My chili peppers are doing well. I wonder if that plant is trying to, oh, it is. See that? See that black stuff? Those are the larvae. I used to think that they were seeds from the basil. And then I saw that you saw the other stage. So if you cut off all this stuff that they're growing on, now that we have a new, there, look at that. This is the passion fruit that I thought my son-in-law pulled out, the whole plant. It's growing. I want it to attach to this tree over here. Oh, I gotta go get I might have broke it. No, I didn't. Okay. This is an apple tree. I have to cut off this dead part, and then I think it might remember it's an apple. I love you all. Hang in there. I can't tell you everything's going to be all right, because if you don't grow your own food by next winter, and North America was instructed to, now I know where see that string from the canvas? I have 2 great big rolls of canvas in my house to cover up my windows in case there's fallout. I have a staple gun and everything. I wish this was all covered, but we get super strong winds, which would cause a big destruction. So there's my tool. I was told to take it easy and not do a lot. Okay. When this thing starts trying to strangle other plants. So, do I get bottles and cook it and can it? Or do I get rinse it, cut them, let them dry just a little bit. It's kind of like almost like blanching. And I put them in between wax paper and put them inside a freezer Ziploc bag, and that's how I freeze it. Look at it, I got new clean basil growing without bugs on it. I'm going to pick some and put it in my cup of noodles. It's an anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antibacterial. I have to get rid of some of this stuff because I can't have the post holding up the flower too. And it looks so dead, but boy, in the nighttime the orange just pokes up at you, and the pretty other things. I like it. So I'll be removing a bunch of it. Maybe I'll just dig out the sunflowers. I didn't harvest them. I should have cut the heads off and then harvested them. And they've molded. So it's my first time that's ever happened with sunflowers. So sorry, my teeth are broken. Well, they're cracked. It's a good thing I had crowns on. They're a bit shattered, but they're still all intact. I'm kind of hungry. I'm kind of tired and not thirsty, but I think it hurt my kidney. So whenever you've had a wound or been hurt, you need to not tax your body so much, which means probably that's enough of the garden I've attacked. I know. You want to look at the ocean, as close as I'm getting today, because Mauna Loa, they are preparing shelters on the Kona side, and Hilo, there's nowhere to go over there. You're stuck when the volcano blows. See, there's the ocean. I'm about 900 feet above, but you see that? That's one big surge of water that's going to happen, guys. My neighbors have papayas. Aren't they beautiful? I made it so that it's growing 3 more. Anyway, we know from the past that, whoa, something is having fun eating this. Look at that. Well, there's so much of it. I look at it this way. It can't eat the whole thing. I think it's some kind of hopper. Okay, probably, whoa. I'll come out here and squirt this off and it'll get rid of the dead leaves because the plant doesn't have to work so hard to. I'm hoping it'll bloom. It sure has grown a lot since the wind tried to. It damaged. This is a fruit, mountain apple. This half of the tree is gone from a wind that we had. And this half of the tree, of the kukui nut tree, which is a candle nut tree, see that part that's all bare? That part was all blown away. A lot of times they will tell us we're having high winds, and they have to announce a whole 2 weeks ahead if we're having a hurricane in order for hurricane insurance to kick in. So they'll call it high winds because then your home insurance will kick in. I think we pay $650 a year for hurricane insurance. And somewhere the cat got into the roof. It's not on this side, it's in the back. And when these leaves start to curl up like this, there's something attacking it. I have no idea what, but the bees are happy. So I'm going to stay away from the noni plant. Ooh, there's one right there. It's almost ripe. Well, this is one of the most healthiest plants in the world. And I'll come out and remove a bunch of leaves so the plant doesn't have to work so hard, just like I told you. But the leaves kind of are part of the structure. Where'd all this moisture come from? It's dew. Morning dew. Morning, how do you do? Oh, how lovely was the morning, right in bed, the sun up. What is that bee doing up there? Oh, I listen to the and within the shady wood, Joseph sought the God of love. What is that bee doing? Do you see it? Well, tell me in the comments. Maybe he lost his stinger. Kind of looks like he might have. I don't know what it's doing. Well, it's flying, so it's not dying. So let's all put on our armor of God, read your scriptures, pray like you never prayed before. And armor up is reading your scriptures. Faith. Shod your feet with peace. I'll look up the scriptures one day. Whoa. So, as you can see, I've gotten a little behind on my gardening. I also need to harvest some rosemary. And this plant, this stupid weed is trying to choke it. Maybe if I just cut all the tips off, it'll grow out some more. And the bay tree is happy. It's growing. Bay leaves are super good for you. But you have to break it up. There's one formula. I saw a bunch of them on YouTube. He's a funny guy. I don't know if it's German or what. Now this plant right here is a weed, but it's also something you can eat. See those little things in here? I used to eat them when I was a little girl in the Rocky Mountains. Look like little things of cheese. You know, they have the round things of cheese. And I would eat them. And I like them. But this one's a little bit more crunchy or seedy. The ones I would eat at home were just, yummy. So, I'm going to grow it. Look at all those seeds. Look at all that stuff that's going to fall in my garden. Oh, what to do. Cut it back. And it's time to dig up the and sweet potatoes. But if I leave them in the ground and we have a nuclear problem, everything below the ground would be safe. However, I told my husband, let's get a container. And that is a sweet potato. I told my husband, let's get a container. My Matson container. And he's a specialist. We used to x-ray airplanes for Molokai Airlines. And they were not doing their servicing on their planes, right? So we quit doing it. I got bananas in the house. They don't ripen as fast when they're outside. There's Mount Kaala, right up between the dark back door hole. And my good glasses disappeared, and I'm not going to worry about it. I have, I don't have a whole lot more to say except that I wish we had a bunch of fish that was salted and put aside. I'm picking up this special kind of tuna. I can buy it by the cases. It's good too, which reminds me, I think I might make me a sandwich out of it today. No milk on the property. I guess I'll get out the powdered milk. But if somebody brings milk home, there won't be room in the fridge for everything. So, milk lasts quite a while. That's not, I believe, my kidney got hurt when I fell. I don't know if I hurt my liver. And that's kind of where it's swollen, and I'm pretty swollen. The doctor didn't help me very much at Tripler. He grabbed a wet 2x2 gauze and put it on my lip. Said it was superficial, did a couple of x-rays, and then left his shift. And my kidney hurt really bad, and my urine didn't look too good, but your internal insides heal really fast. And here's my Okinawans, my Yukon potatoes. And I don't normally dry them out. I usually put them in the ground, but I decided I want to eat some of it. So I'm going to plant these guys today. And I'm going to put a piece of cardboard down there and another cardboard box. Open up one of those bags, let it fall in, put them in there. And then the other potato, something tried to hijack it. The ants were trying to lay their babies up here. Oh yeah, you can see the fire ants all over the place. Well, they aren't having my potato. I'll wash it off again with the hose. I have no idea what it's going to do in the ground. But nonetheless, you need to try and grow the food. Even if you're not successful in the beginning. Look, they sold him this wheelbarrow with this crack. If you have any suggestions, he doesn't like to confront people about anything. So he was in Thailand during the Vietnam War, so he's seen war, and he's a very peaceful person. Ow. I remember standing there after I smashed my face, and the police are in full gear, guys. Full gear. And we're at DEFCON 3. I can share a lot more, but I'm not going to, because let the enemy believe we're weak. Okay? Let them believe it. Don't you believe it, okay? We have the greatest military strength. Do not send the propaganda that we don't have. I mean, China had one giant sub like ours that we have plenty. They had to build a thing. I saw it on Google Maps just so they could launch it. Okay? Don't worry about them. We even have a jet, supersonic jet Elon's produced with could carry that other weapons. Don't be. God set aside America as a land of freedom. See that Noah's Ark? Look at the pole. Look straight down. Zoom in on it. It's made out of lava rock. And right behind that mango tree is a big one. Oh, I'm not sure where. I'm glad this tree is here. It shades everything from dying. Tropical sun is a lot closer than what you think. I think you can see the medium-sized one. I can see it through the fence. Anyway, he set aside America as a land of freedom. We believe that all people are free to worship how, where they, or what they may, but don't. No. The other part I was going to share with you is my opinion. Don't put it in my face. You do what you want, but don't force my beliefs on you. Don't force your beliefs on me. Okay? Or my children. And there really is a Babylon. I talked to a man that was riding through Babylon in a military jeep, military clothing, and he had a priest in the car with him. And the priest said this, he had the Bible open. He said, this is Babylon. America is not Babylon. I have been in countries, I've been in 7 countries. 7 countries. And 1/7 of the city of Frankfurt, Germany, was witchcraft. And that was before Harry Potter ever came out. I've seen people changing nude on the beach in Italy, you know, putting on their dry bathing suit, you know, no concern about any of that. And you know what? It is so much worse in some countries. We are, oh, I think my liver might have been hurt. I guess I better go to the doctor, huh? Okay. Maybe the spinach should wait. It sure is beautiful. I think I'll cook it and put it in a, oh, I love spinach. Canned spinach. I think it comes from this variety. I love you all. Oh. Talk to you later. Love you. Be safe.